Hello guys, and welcome to today's episode of Power FCB with more and more news concerning FC Barcelona pumping in, day out, especially transfers news revolving around Lionel Messi, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets and Athletic Club Bilbao defender Inigo Martinez. So guys, stay tuned till the end as we discuss news as curious, and of course don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Going straight into the news is that Joan Laporta, the FC Barcelona president, did an interview with Cat Radio, and we all know what is the first question that every culé would like to ask him, especially right now, concerning transfers. And that question is, and he was asked right to his face, is Lionel Messi going to come back to Barcelona? And when asked about that, Joan Laporta was so emotional. He went silent for a few seconds and started to admit that, yes indeed, the relationship between Barca and Messi wasn't that good since he departed to PSG in the summer of 2021. But he went ahead and said that it is time for Barcelona to reinstate their relationship with Leo. He said how Leo has been important and still important to Football Club Barcelona. He admitted that the process is already underway and conversations between the two camps has already begun. And this is not a surprise. We all had that faith and hope as clueless as Blaugranas, as FC Barcelona's fans, that one day, Lionel Messi will come back to Barcelona. And there is no surprise that Lionel Messi, up to this point, hasn't yet renewed the contract with PSG, despite Paris Saint-Germain presenting their contract proposal to him last year in the summer, even before the winter, that is in December, and that is even before the World Cup. It's indeed true. Whatever Gerard Romero came out on January and reported that Lionel Messi is not willing to renew with PSG against all odds, against all journalists, against all mainstream media in Europe concerning football, is that they all believe that Messi is going to renew with PSG. But who is Gerard Romero? This guy, the most reliable when it comes to Barcelona news. He added and said in January that Messi has been in contact with Xavi Hernandez even before the World Cup. That was in January. And Laporta has been meeting with Jorge Messi in secret. Now, there were news that came recently that Lionel Messi's father, Jorge Messi, have been meeting with Joan Laporta more than once in hotel at Barcelona. And Xavi Hernandez, of course, is always in contact with his longtime amigo, Xavi Hernandez with Lionel Messi. The chemistry is still there. These guys love each other very much. They understand each other. Lionel Messi loves Barcelona. One thing I'm sure about is that Lionel Messi loves Barcelona more than any other, more than us, culés. Messi knows Barcelona more than us. He loves Barcelona, regardless of the situation. You saw how Messi was crying in the press conference when he was going to leave Barcelona for PSG. That was so painful, and Messi is going to come. That's almost deal down. Now, going forward to more news concerning our Capitano, the boss, Coets, Sergio Busquets. The news was, Sergio Busquets hasn't yet renewed his contract with Barcelona. Our veteran midfielder will be out of contract at the end of the season, but yet there are no any progress in his contract extension talks. Busquets hasn't yet received any contract proposal from Barcelona so far, regardless of the news reporting that Busquets will be handed a new contract this week. But surprise, it's the end of the week and yet nothing has happened, or nothing has yet been reported. We understand that there were reports coming at the beginning of this week that Busquets' extension depends on Messi's comeback next season. He needs assurance of whether Barca can bring Leo Messi back, after which it is indeed Barcelona will bring Messi back. He is ready to continue with much reduced salary, regardless of the offers that Busquets has received both from Saudi Arabia, and Inter Miami of MLS. Captain Busquets, I mean, this guy means well for the club. I mean, him not signing contract extension up to this time, and yet the extension is going to end at the end of the season. Yet he's receiving offers from MLS, the Major League Soccer, Inter Miami, and a club from Saudi Arabia, maybe Al Nassr or Al Hilal. That means that this guy is putting more pressure on Barcelona to sign Lionel Messi, because he's a friend of Lionel Messi more than anything else. I mean, Busquets, Sergio Roberto, most of Barcelona players want to see Messi back, and of course Messi wants to come back. That's guaranteed. It's a matter of time. If it was not for that Negreira issue with the financial fair play and that fight between Tebas and Barcelona, this deal would have already been announced. Lionel Messi would have been announced as Barcelona's new signing, the first signing. But because of Javier Tebas, because of financial fair play and our financial situation, I mean, it's a matter of time. We have to wait. This is a deal done. Another veteran defender of our club, one of our captains, Jordi Alba. Today, in the morning, Mundo Deportivo, MD, reported that Barcelona are trying to convince Jordi Alba to reduce his salary. Jordi Alba currently has a salary with Barcelona until the summer of 2024. But Jordi Alba is still reluctant to reduce his salary and is committed to fulfill his contract. And furthermore, Jordi Alba is frustrated by the insufficient and limited gaming time he is facing under Xavi Hernandez regime, and his relationship with Barcelona board is intense, regardless of the news coming out last week that Jordi Alba will be more than willing to reduce his salary so as to accommodate Lionel Messi's arrival. Jordi Alba, I mean, I can understand his situation. I mean, right now Jordi Alba is 33-year-old. Yes, he has the experience, but the bones are getting tired. This guy is becoming slow and slow. It's not like 10 years or 5 years ago whenever we saw Jordi Alba in the lineup, we all knew that it's either he's going to create 2 or 3 chances to score, he's going to score goals, or he's going to make 2 or 3 assists in a single match or in a single half of the game. I mean, you cannot fight time. It's running out, and Jordi Alba needs to reconsider a lot of things. And of course, if he loves Barca, of which I know he does, he should consider even maybe letting it go the way Gerard Piqué did. But if he feels he's fit to play, he should reduce his salary and continue with Barcelona. We love all culés. We appreciate and honor everything that Jordi Alba has offered for this club. This guy was a speed winger. This guy was something else. He was the left back. He was the best left back in the world those days, competing with the likes of Marcelo of Real Madrid. I mean, that was seeing Jordi Alba running with the ball, combining with Messi, Neymar, Suarez. That was so impressive. That was nice. I mean, for Jordi Alba, it's time to consider a lot of things and stop being frustrated. That happens. Even Sergio Busquets, I'm certain that next season he'll have some limited minutes. More so with the arrival of Ilkay Gundogan and maybe any other midfielder, maybe Bernardo Silva, if that is possible. And he has to understand that we already have Frankie de Jong, we are already having upcoming and already established Gavi and Pedri. I mean, time changes. Another defender. I mean, we have been linked to the striker, midfielder and defender. Another defender is Inigo Martinez. Barcelona have already agreed a deal with Inigo Martinez, who is the Athletic Club Bilbao centre-back, to join Xavi Hernandez's project next summer on a free deal. But the signing will more depend on registration of new signings that are more prioritized. Let's talk of Cancelo, Gundogan and Lionel Messi. And then this one can be considered, but the deal is already agreed. And in the summer, Martinez will be adding more depth to our already solid rock defense line led by Araujo. I mean, the back, Balde, Araujo, Christensen and Kunde. Why is it Xavi bringing Inigo Martinez? I'll agree with the Inigo Martinez sign. This guy is a beast. He's playing for Athletic Club Bilbao, one of the most defensive clubs in La Liga or in Europe. and he has been in the center of that defense. He has been the center of that defense. And Inigo Martinez, that guy is a beast. The special thing that he has, our defenders don't have, is that he is left-footed center back. We don't have that center back at Barcelona. So bringing in this beast, and again for free, it's good both economic-wise and sporting-wise. And do you know what? The relatives close to Inigo Martinez has already been spotted in Barcelona in house searching, and Martinez will be more than happy to join Barcelona this summer. I think this is a deal that is here we go to be announced. I mean, there are 3 deals that are here we go for Barcelona. Announcement to be made soon, depending on departure of some players. I mean, the signings of Gundogan, Messi, and Inigo Martinez are the ones that are here we go. Announcement to be made, but due to financial fair play and some players have to leave, I mean, this deal would have been signed. Would have been announced. The one that maybe we have an issue with is of Joao Cancelo. Discussion with Manchester City will be had, but it's a serious possibility, and Xavi Hernandez likes him, and Xavi Hernandez insists and puts pressure on the board to Matteo Alemany to go for Joao Cancelo. Now, this will depend on the departure of our loan players. Talk of Sergio Dest, who is on loan at AC Milan, Clement Lenglet on loan at Tottenham Hotspurs, Umtiti, Nico Gonzalez, Abde, and of course departure of our players who already we have in our senior team. Talk of Ferran Torres or Ansu Fati, and of course Eric Garcia. If we sign Inigo Martinez, this deal is done. I think it's time for Eric to say, thank you, sir. It's a see you later. Or, I mean, it's the end of you guy. It's the end of you guy. I mean, up to that point, I reached the end of this episode. What I like to remind you is that it's good if you show us a thumbs up, like, comment, and share to all coolers. And don't forget, the most important thing is to subscribe to this Power FCB to get more updates on our next episodes. And then in the next episodes, I'm going to make a whole news concerning Negreira case, financial fair play, Javier Tebas and Juan Laporta, with the issue with Barcelona, and everything is going to move in the right way. Up to that point, Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya.